Hi, my name is JK Delapp. I'm a good friend of Kat's. I've offered to help her out by showing you a little tutorial on how to use her new AV heater, the newest toy in incense appreciation. So you'll find a box, and in the box you'll find a few pieces. There's going to be, I'll show you what to do with all of this in just a second. This is your temperature regulator, and it's going to be able to put it on the lowest setting, or you can move it up onto the highest. You'll have the actual heater itself. This is the heating filament. You'll have a plug-in, and there's also an option for you to have a rechargeable battery pack. We can talk about what to do with that in just a second. You'll find that it comes with a few cut squares to put on top of the heating element so that none of the resin is going to leak out and it's not going to gunk it up. It's better to get the resin on a little piece of foil than it is on the actual heater. You have a little brush as well, very cute. I've pulled out a pair of my own tweezers. Kat has other options that you can use to move things around, but let's real quickly show you what to do. This piece here, which again is attached to the temperature regulator, there's a little hole on the side right here. This is going to go right in there. I like having mine pointed out like this. You'll notice as you push it in, there's a little button right here. This is what's going to activate the heating element, and you're going to use that to heat it up and take a whiff. We'll show you in just a second. Take this, plug it in. The end of your plug goes into the end of the temperature regulator. Make sure to start it all the way on low. Now remember, it's not going to be hot until you press the trigger here. Now if you have the battery pack and you're using the battery actually goes right in here. The difference is that you won't be able to regulate the temperature, so you want to make sure to pull out the battery real quickly. But using this, plugging in, you're going to be able to regulate the temperature and also heat, not heat. We'll show you more in just a moment. You're going to want to take one of the little squares, put that right in here. Make sure that it rests gently in there. I've pulled just a little bit of Kat's incense out to show you what to do with her specific incense. I pulled out a little bit of her Floating World, a wonderful Japanese creation, Japanese style incense. Now you can see here this is a loose incense. All you need is just a little pinch, not much. And as this particular incense has some resin, it's really good that you have this heating filament here so that none of that resin melts and then gunks up the filament. You can see that there's just a pinch that's in there. And all you got to do, again, button right here, hold that down, and it instantly starts to heat. Now if you want, you can take your hand and cup it. Breathe in real gently. And you can also regulate the temperature. In particular with resin-based incense, it's going to be very temperature sensitive, and you want to start it on the low end and gently work your way up. Now, maybe you like a little bit of smoke, and that's okay. Again, don't push it all the way up as hot as it gets right away, because that's going to give some off notes to the incense. You just want to gently heat it, and it's going to be very nice gently heated. And this way you kind of peel away each of the volatile layers. Very, very pleasant way of experiencing incense, especially resin-based incense. Now something I'll mention that's very nice about this particular heater is that it gets hot enough to appreciate wood-based incense, in particular agarwood, or oud as some call it, and the heat you need in order to volatilize the lower bass notes, the more resinous parts of the wood. And if you have an expensive piece of wood, this is a fantastic way of appreciating it, because as you can see, all you need is just a little bit. I use a little rice grain size piece. Now think about a size of a rice grain. You can imagine how far wood is going to go. A gram of wood will go if it's on a piece of rice grain. And also these loose incense, it's a fantastic way to appreciate the incense appreciation. And you can gently volatilize the material so that you can peel away again each layer and appreciate it from the most volatile top notes all the way through the heart down into the deep resinous bass notes and woody bass notes that you get in some of these materials. This was my tutorial to help out Kat. She's a wonderful person, love the incense, and you are going to absolutely love her new heater. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.